yeah, it's just they have different lives, and I learned not to judge different cultures anymore, because a lot of it is quite simply cultural um, identity, or yeah,
Whatever, yeah.
or conditioning that they live out, and they might have not seen it because they've never been away. And that's what I mean by broaden your horizon. Some people just stay in the city, in the same place all their life, but how can they see anything, with an objective view?
Have you been recognized as a German, and how did you feel when you've been recognized as a German? Did you like it?
I'm always recognized as a German wherever I go. The accent is still there. People ask, of course, because they hear that I'm not a native speaker. But
even in New Zealand, where you
well, in New Zealand it was quite different, because they are quite mixed. They're even more mixed, and it's quite a new country as well. What's the question? Okay.
If you do you like it being recognized as a German?
I hated being recognized as a German. I used to always think of the Nazis, and that people have an association with Germany and Nazis, and I'm still part of this, even though I knew that I'm not, and I have nothing to do with this, because at the time my parents weren't even born, and I don't feel like I have anything to do with it. I'm not guilty of anything. But still, whenever in school in Ireland people were talking about Second World War, I was always, I just wanted it to be over. I never liked it. Now that I'm older, yes, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Do you remember how the time was when you started school here in Ireland? Did you feel like a stranger or something? Did you feel the difference between you and the Irish?
Yes, of course I was different. I was of course at the time, I was only 16, so I was a shy person as well. So I was quiet, I was quiet, and I felt different, and that it was difficult to integrate into this society. I couldn't, because I always thought what they do it doesn't interest me, it's all the same. And I never liked it, and I still, to this day, I couldn't really imagine to play hurling or Gaelic football, I suppose if I would have had a lot of Irish friends straight up from the beginning, that would have integrated me into these sports, for example, I would have been interested. But from myself, I never had this internal drive to make me do it. Yes, there was big differences. I thought they were a bit more childish, but now seeing it in a good way, because I was a bit too German at the time, seeing things with a more watchful eye, maybe.
Okay.
Or I don't know how to say it. It's
Okay,
Germanness, maybe.
You have 3 nieces and 1 nephew, and 2 grew up in Ireland and 2 grew up in Germany. Do you see differences between them concerning their cultural identity, or do you see differences in these?
I don't particularly see the big difference in them now in the terms of cultural identity, but the difference is quite simply in my eyes the way the parents are. Parents allow them to grow up. I feel like in Germany, speaking overall, a general rule that kids are maybe a little more spoiled, than kids over here, because kids from the beginning on, they help a little more in the household and do things like that. You know, I was very surprised when I went to school there that during the 3 months of summer holidays that the students, they were all working. You know, they all worked on building sites now. That you just don't see that in Germany. You know, yes, German kids are more spoiled, I would say. But that is the case in my family as well. But I would say that is only because of what the parents allow them and not allow them to do, and give and not give them. You know, I don't think they are touched yet by a cultural identity.
Okay, so you wouldn't agree to the theory I presented to you at the beginning by Stuart Hall, that there are innate roots and that there are things that are constantly changing? Or would you agree to that?
Innate roots I would only see as a genetic factor, but since those children are a mix of a German woman and an Irish man, I can't see that. They grow up with a German language. That's their first language actually at home, and they have mainly been speaking at home. So maybe in a couple of years you can see that, but
not yet, you would say.
Not an active factor that I would see in them. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not in their age, when they're 3 and 4.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. That's it.
You're welcome.